Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. So some updates for the Philadelphia Eagles, some important updates. I want to go over a few things when it comes to the health, when it comes to the division, the first seed, and something interesting at the tight end position, which I kind of want to find out more about. Maybe we will later in the week, but we will see. Let's get straight into the updates.
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
What is going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. So I'm going to go over some updates for the Philadelphia Eagles. When it comes to the health of this team, and it's just going to be updated every single day. If we're talking about Jalen Hurts right now, it is going to be probably until Saturday until we find out anything, because they want to keep the Saints on their toes of who and what quarterback will start this week. Now, from what it sounds like Hurts is really pushing to play this week, which we've heard that a million times, but I really think that he is ready to play. I think they're seeing this as let him get into this game, let him win this game, and get out of this game, hopefully without no more injuries. And obviously now you start resting your players, which you can get a lot of guys back, get that first seed, and obviously get that week off, that extra week off that the Eagles desperately need right now. Because if you don't get first seed, if they don't win out, okay, that's going to be a problem. And, you're probably not going to have Lane Johnson if you do not have the first seed. So I think the Hurts thing is just something we have to wait on until Saturday, until they say he's active. I have a feeling he will be, but who knows? I could be wrong, but so far from what it sounds like. Now, when it comes to the Chauncey Gardner-Johnson issue right now, is that he should be eligible this week. Now, we don't know what's going on. The lacerated kidney, they have to do a lot of tests on Chauncey Gardner. We don't know if he's 100% healthy yet. Like I said, when he had this injury, I didn't even know really how long this was going to take from a lacerated kidney, depending on how bad the lacerated kidney is and obviously how you injure it and how it happens. It's probably the huge difference of the length of how long you're going to be out for. So Sirianni said that tests are going to be made on Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, and got to see how he is. I mean, Rapport did put out a tweet the other day that they're going to put Chauncey in the nickel from him himself. So maybe there is news out there that he's ready and he's prepared this week, but the Eagles are laying low on that, and they're still not giving away too much news about who's going to be active. So Chauncey could be active this week. So we'll see what happens. Testing, scans, whatever they have to look at to make sure the inside of his, the lacerated kidney is okay, that he's healed up nicely, and can play, and obviously could take shots. You know what I mean? So if Chauncey Gardner does come in, he will probably play the nickel spot. Reed Blankenship will stay at safety most likely. If Chauncey cannot, I would advise the Eagles to sign Cre'Von LeBlanc and keep Reed at safety if they could do that, because I think and Cre'Von LeBlanc has been putting out a lot of tweets talking to the Eagles fans and everything. So it seems like he's got a lot of interest coming back here, and it's nice to see. So depending on that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson injury, the Eagles have another option out there, which is a really good thing as of right now, since Avonte Maddox is going to be out probably more weeks. He's not. Everyone has to understand Avonte Maddox is going to be out for the regular season, and he'll probably be out a good amount of the playoffs. Unless they make it right to the end, he probably could come back. But, we'll just have to wait and see on all of that. Eagles have a lot more games to play right now. Secondly, we talked about how the Eagles win the division, how they win the first seed, and really they just have to win one of these two games. Kind of wanted to see a little bit more. This was from John McMullen, so shout out to him for this. And obviously to win the division, obviously a Philly win or a tie, okay? Or Dallas has to lose or tie, which I don't think the Cowboys are losing Thursday against the Tennessee Titans. I mean, they got, Malik Willis is in there. He might get some runs on them, but the only thing I could say that they have so many injuries right now, it's just ridiculous. Their offensive line is atrocious. They're probably going to eat Tennessee alive. Depending on how that the run game works with Derrick Henry, it's probably their only positive that comes out of that game. But other than that, I don't think Dallas is going to lose to Tennessee. But you never know. But I'm not counting on anything. All I am is worried about the Philadelphia Eagles and what they could do into the next week. Now, to get into obviously the to win the first seed, have that week off, which is going to be really nice. Philly has to win, or Philly has to tie with a Minnesota loss or a tie. Dallas has to lose or tie with a Minnesota loss. It's plain and simple. The Eagles just have to win one game, and they could literally win the division, win the first seed, get the home field advantage, and obviously have that week off. That's it. That's all you have to worry about. I kind of just want to put up like the mathematically what it would take if the Eagles did lose the next two games, which is definitely not going to happen. So this week has definitely got to be a win for the Philadelphia Eagles. And lastly, I'm going to go over some news on Blake Jarwin, the ex-Dallas Cowboy tight end. Now, Blake Jarwin had a really good year in 2018. Obviously, injuries have hindered him. I don't know why they're bringing him in. I don't know why they're trying him out. I think because Tyree Jackson is on IR, that's probably the only reason I can think of right now. Yes, Tyree Jackson is on IR again. It's going to be tough for him to compete next year if he can't even stay on his own 2 feet. So he might not even be able to compete next year. So Blake Jarwin could come in, has a lot of starting experience. And who knows, could get some playing time this week, or they might want to use him in the playoffs. And obviously, they have a lot of tape on him from when he was with Dallas. So, we'll see what happens with this. I mean, I thought it was kind of strange, but kind of made sense to me because Tyree Jackson is on IR. They want to keep 3 of these tight ends active, which I do like. I do like Jack Stahl, or maybe 4. I don't even know how many they have active because I know Jack Stahl's fine. Calcaterra's, both of them played very well when Dallas Goedert was out, so I don't know if they're trying to activate 4 or they're just trying to keep somebody on reserve on practice squad like Blake Jarwin. This way, if somebody does get hurt, Blake Jarwin comes right in and he's right into the game plan. So this is probably either a backup plan for the Eagles, which I could probably see happening, or this is just a replacement for Tyree Jackson right now. Get him into the playbook and just do whatever you got to do. So I think that's the reason for at least trying him out if they want to bring him in for that reason. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's going to be a dead week until Saturday, until we find out more news on Chauncey. Hopefully a little bit earlier. We find out about Jalen Hurts. But the Jalen Hurts thing will probably be very late, probably Saturday. Chauncey, until they do the tests, or if they could be lying about all this. Chauncey could be active, ready to go, and we don't even know about it. You know what I mean? Jack Driscoll will probably start at right tackle this week. Working with the ones, and like I said in my other video, as long as Driscoll's working with these guys consistently, I think he'll be fine. I trust Jeff Stoutland, the offensive line coach for the Eagles, with all the decisions that he does make with this offensive line. He brings you the best matchup every week if there are injuries, guys. There was a couple of years ago where we had to change our offensive line 20 times. 20 times in 1 year. We did as much as we could, man. Like, some offensive lines fall apart after one injury. This team has okay depth and a couple players that can go in and start playing. So if Lane Johnson's not going to be available for 4 weeks, Jack Driscoll is going to have to take that spot and really do a good job. And teams are going to be aiming for that right tackle to rush on that side. But I think he could handle himself. I didn't think he did a bad job even when he faced Micah Parsons this year. I thought he did pretty good. I mean, obviously, he's not in consistent games. That's the big issue, because if he's not in consistent games, he's thrown in because we're in a lead in a game, or he's just thrown in there. He starts to, he just doesn't have enough game time reps. That's what makes him not look necessarily bad, but, that's just what happens. He just doesn't have much reps. But he has started a lot of games for the Eagles. He has a lot of starting experience with this team, but once he starts working, day in, day out with the ones, and he gets some game time snaps consecutively every snap, I think he will start to get used to it over time, and he'll be fine. Like, you can't just throw guys in and expect them to, you expect them to get some blocks, at least do just enough. I think Driscoll could do a little bit more. Hey, but you know what? We will see when the time comes. So other than that, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about the Saints-Eagles matchup this week. The news on Jalen Hurts, do you think he's playing this week? The Chauncey Gardner-Johnson news, do you think he's playing this week? You guys let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. SHAKESQUAD up, follow, slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.